In the headlines, a meeting to pass the draft program for the synchronous development of socio-economic infrastructure to build a modern and civilized society of Thốt Nốt district. A fund of 55 billion Vietnam dong approved for the upgrade and renovation of Trần Quang Diệu Street. Tree planting programs were organized in response to the 13th National Women Congress. Hello, it's a pleasure to see you again here in this edition of Cần Thơ News and Top News Today. On March 11 afternoon, Secretary of Thốt Nốt District Party Committee, cum Chairman of Thốt Nốt District People's Committee Trần Minh Thắng, chaired a meeting to pass the draft program for the synchronous development of socio-economic infrastructure to build a modern and civilized society, and the draft plan to implement project number 06 of Cần Thơ Municipal Party Committee on developing transport and logistic infrastructures in Cần Thơ City in 2021-2025 phase and orientations for 2026-2030 phase of Thốt Nốt District. According to the planning project of 1/5,000 scale of Thốt Nốt District to 2030 with a vision to 2050, Thốt Nốt District will be an urban industrial zone, a central urban zone for the agriculture and aquaculture processing industry and supporting industry, and a regional level warehouse center, a commercial service center of Cần Thơ City and of the region, with an advantageous geographical location and as a transport hub connected to road and waterway transport routes. Secretary of Thốt Nốt District Party Committee, cum Chairman of the District People's Committee Trần Minh Thắng, requested departments and sectors of the district and people's committees of the wards to continue checking local practical situation and adjusting land area in accordance with the contribution of the Natural Resources Office, among other tasks. The action program for the synchronous development of socio-economic infrastructure to build a modern and civilized society in 2022-2025 phase of the district, which focuses on the development of synchronous and modern transport and logistic infrastructure, is a foundation for promoting the developmental advantages and potentials of the district. The development of logistics shall be associated with the port of Tân Cảng Thốt Nốt Industrial Zone, and the Thốt Nốt Vĩnh Thạnh Industrial Block. Cần Thơ City People's Committee has just approved the fund of 55 billion Vietnam dong taken from state budget for the upgrade and renovation of Trần Quang Diệu Street in An Thới Ward, Binh Thuy District, following the Level 3 Transport Project Standard of Project Group C. Accordingly, the Project Management and Land Fund Development Board in Binh Thuy District was assigned as the investor to construct the project with a length of about 1,257 meters. With the starting point of the route intersects with Cách Mạng Tháng 8 Street and the ending point intersects with Đồng Ngọc Sứ Street. The road surface is 12 meters wide and the sidewalks are 5.5 meters wide on each side. In addition to the main traffic road, there are alleys, water supply and drainage system, and lighting system. The project is expected to be completed in 2023. On March 12, at the Cultural and Sports Centers of Đông Thắng Commune, the Women's Union of Cần Thơ District organized the launching ceremony for the tree planting program in response to the 13th National Women Congress. Right after the launching ceremony, the District Women's Union, party committees, authorities, and the Fatherland Fronts, mass organizations, and women members of Đông Thắng Commune planted 210 giant crab myrtle trees on Provincial Road number 922, crossing Đông Thắng Commune. Apart from that, the District Women's Union also mobilized all levels of unions, members and their families to plant shade trees and flowers on roofs, near the fences, and fruit trees in their gardens to contribute to the alleviation of the impacts of climate change. The Women's Union of Phong Điền District has also coordinated with the Women's Union and the Youth Union of Nhân Nghĩa Commune to clean the surroundings and plant flowers on rural routes, leading to the Giàng Gừa historical relic site in Nhân Nghĩa Commune in celebration of the 13th National Women Congress and all levels of the Youth Union Congresses of 2022-2027 term. Over 60 people who are women's union members, youth union members, young people, and residents planted over 700 pink pui trees and added flowers along the rural route with a length of about 1.2 kilometers leading to Yengur Historical Relic Site. In addition, the forces also pruned and tended the planted ornamental flowers, weeded and embellished flagpoles and lights, cleared bushes, collected trash, and cleaned up environmental landscapes along the route. Responding to the tree planting that movement of eternal gratitude to Uncoho, the Youth Month in 2022, and gaining achievements to welcome the congresses of the youth unions at all levels for the 2022-2027 term, the Youth Union, the Women's Union of Cần Thơ City Public Security, in collaboration with the District Youth Union, the Women's Union of Ô Môn District, and the People's Committee of Long Hương Ward, launched a youth project in Long Hương Ward. Right after the launching ceremony, youth union members, young people, and women members planted 200 pink pui trees at the belt road of Thầy Giáo Canal in Thới Hòa C area, Long Hương Ward, with a length of 1,200 meters and the total cost of 14 million Vietnam dong, sponsored by Cần Thơ City Public Security.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fact that the government has issued a document to allow opening the doors to welcome international visitors is a good sign for the tourism industry of Vietnam in general, of Cần Thơ City in particular, along with units operating in the field of tourism in Cần Thơ City. During this time, many accommodation establishments in Cái Răng district are also focusing on preparing for this important work.
Cần Thơ Eco Lodge in Ba Lang Ward, Grand District is one of the accommodation establishments in Cần Thơ City, serving over 80% of staying guests as foreigners. After resuming operations in the new normal state, especially receiving positive information about allowing the resumption of international routes to Vietnam from mid-March, the unit has made a thorough preparation in terms of epidemic prevention personnel and facilities. However, according to the representative of the unit, during this period, it mainly serves domestic and foreign guests who have stayed in Vietnam before.
During this time, Cần Thơ Eco Lodge is also trying to improve its facilities to help if the market is stable again or not. Because, according to the recent official dispatch, at first they will follow the tour. But Cần Thơ Eco Lodge has not yet implemented this job, mainly only accepting retail customers, and the purpose is also to ensure initial safety. In September, we will welcome customers directly from abroad as before.
We know this destination via Facebook. When we see the ad, we read many good comments, so we decided to come here.
Quiet space, school scenery, very reasonable price, in mid-range only. Anyone can come here to get interesting experience.
Located in Nam Long residential area, Hưng Thạnh Ward, Grand District, at this time, T&T Homestay is also excited to be ready to return. Because according to the owner of this homestay, the initial exploitation orientation is international guests. Currently, the unit is focusing on upgrading services to suit the needs of foreign guests, along with exploiting a number of resort needs, organizing BBQ parties of domestic guests, especially local guests.
We have upgraded the homestay. There are 2 leg rooms with 4 beds for the convenience of a family. We also provide the service of organizing tours to many Western provinces. From the beginning of the year until now, Cần Thơ is making good progress in the fight against the COVID-19 epidemic. I hope that in 2022, homestay will develop more in terms of tourism.
According to statistics, in the first 2 months of 2022, the total number of visitors and tourists in Klang District is over 53,200, with about 4,600 international visitors, in which there are 5,125 guests staying, with about 1,300 international visitors. The opening to welcome international visitors will be an important condition for Klang tourism industry to recover stronger in the coming time.
Coming up next, we have the updated weather forecast. And that's it for this edition of Cần Thơ News. To watch our bulletins again, please go online and log on to our website at canthtv.vn. And now, thank you so much for tuning in. Goodbye and see you next time.